Grand Hyphen of METASCIENCE Ministries. Let's go. Check it.
Every day I pray, to the street, to the hospital, but it's not that nothing can cause. Pray for me, one touch of faith. Make like I said, that you want to do it, you want to do it, but I say, you have to keep on, just a moving train, come on, have mercy on me, I don't want to see you as a sinner. Let us show you but if they come to go against them, and if they like to protect against them, all the same.
Say it with the high priest. I can't hear you. Say it with the high priest. Amun, the stream of check it, and it's Amun, the high priest, and that ain't no gimmick, it's some money, but he has been, but the energy is got, my spirit has no limit, access to what's not professional, every single minute, COVID-19, is for me, for collecting the cream, cause I'm a keyword, making sure feelings don't spread out, it's the wounds, it's in the bloodstream, I'm the high priest, and I play my position, but in the place, whoa. Let's reel that again, man. You're done, no. METASCIENCE. Let me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. Say it with the high priest. Let me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. I can't hear you. Let me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. High priest wants everybody to sing along with these lyrics because these lyrics are powerful. Like, for example, we are the strongest. We're the last ones left. We are the strongest. We're the last ones left. Are you strong, my kings and queens, for surviving 2021? Of course you are. Because there's a lot of evil and wickedness that exists in the planet and the cosmos. But we're still here. Still fulfilling our purpose. Still being able to complete our mission on planet Earth. But many of us have fell from grace. But it's us that have tuned into OmegaFMradio.co.uk that is leading the way for our melanated rich community. You're done now. METASCIENCE. Let's go. Grand Hyphen of METASCIENCE Ministries. Let's go. Check it.
I'm a president, my team's on. I'm gonna feel like my taco. My contact me, I'm black lives matter. The way you spend me, all like my touch. I mean, I pray what they make all lives matter. Say, COVID-19 taking our life. I want to put it in that life. I need to say we'll be one shot. I need to say that we will be long shot. I need to say that our love will be long shot. But that's what we get to say like my one shot.
Let me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. Say it with the high priest. Let me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. I can't hear you. Say it with the high priest. Amun, the street prophet. Check it. And it's Amun, the high priest, and that ain't no gimmick, Hotep hustle. But the energy is capped. My spirit has no limit. The ancestors watching and protecting us every single minute. Cause I'm a key worker, making sure fiends don't spaz out. If there's no, I'm the high priest and I play my position well while other Allah's present but remains unseen. Allah's present but remains unseen. You chant Black Lives Matter, why you watch it? 212 targets, a black soldier shatter. Stand by my side, Shima. Raise one fist in the air cause you are physically free. Digital scream. Third eye can see. Give thanks for life. Give thanks for the breath. We are the strongest. We're the last ones left. Chant it one more time with the high priest of Amun, METASCIENCE. me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. I can't hear you. Say it with the high priest. I can't hear you. Come on. Say it with the high priest. Let me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. Say it with the high priest. Let me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. This is the high priest, Grand Hierophant of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun L. We need you. Let's go. METASCIENCE. 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 Say it with the high priest. Let me say. Come again. METASCIENCE. I can't hear you. Let me say. Come again. METASCIENCE. Baby, I need you to scream. Are you a Nubian queen? Are you feeling supreme? Baby, I need you to scream. Are you a Nubian queen? Are you feeling supreme? Baby, I need you to scream. Are you a Nubian queen? Are you feeling supreme? Are you a Nubian queen? Are you feeling supreme? Are you a Nubian queen? Are you feeling supreme? METASCIENCE. Dun. METASCIENCE. Dun. METASCIENCE. Dun. METASCIENCE. Dun. METASCIENCE. Dun. Now, before we start, we first must give thanks and praises to Amun Ray, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Usa, Uset, Heru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Bata, Rastafari, Haile Selassie. Yo. Yeah. I hear that. But it looked like the thing, the FM gone down.
Is it?
I can't see no waves or nothing on the.
No, hold on. Oh, the FM, yeah, the FM might be, yeah. It was like that. I found out a couple of days ago because I noticed that as well. Go on, man.
Yeah. Just look down still.
That's not good, is it? Sort it out. I'm sure they will sort it out. It's not so simple, is it?
Yeah. But good things.
How you doing today, quickly? You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright. How you doing? Yeah, man, just listening to you, innit? That's why I say my Mondays and Wednesdays will never be the same. So give thanks, yo.
Yeah, people
Whatever you
people don't want me to be on the radio no more.
what?
My mom and dad don't want me to be on the radio no more.
What?
Yeah, can you imagine that?
What? Well, who was saying it the other day? I think it was Lady M. The parents know what they're saying and why they're saying it for the reason, yeah. But you have changed my perspective and my life. So from when you can do that, just being on the radio, I think it's good, mum and dad, that he's on the radio, but you've got your own reasons, and you just got to know that's what it is about Amun.
Oh, that's real.
But he's changed everyone's life. I'm telling you, those that are tuned in know why they tune in to Amun out. He's changed my life anyway, so. And it's got such a chance to that, see?
Oh, for real, King.
Yes, you know what? Just keep doing your thing. Soldier on, and everything is everything. It will turn out how it's supposed to.
No, for
I'll
real.
just leave you with that, yeah?
Yes, King. Yes, I.
All right, then. Blessed, yeah?
Yes, I. One
All right,
piece.
peace.
And that was Scratch Professor, Honorable Scratch Professor. Catch him on Friday from 2 to 6 on OmegaFMradio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. You're done, no? Metal Science. Now, the High Priest Amun Al believes that there's a technical issue, but it may not be. However, if you're tuned into the FM and you can't hear the High Priest Amun Al, or on the internet, call 0753-996-8143 or text 0753-996-8143 if you can hear the High Priest Amun Al on the FM. Okay? Again, call 0753-996-8143 or text 0753-996-8143 if you can hear High Priest Amun Al on the FM on 104.1 FM. You're done. No, Metal Science. Now, again, let's restart the prayer, okay? It's only Scratch Professor that I'll answer to and restart the prayer. You get me? But most people know that when the High Priest Amun Al is doing the prayer, that there's no distractions, because the High Priest Amun Al has to concentrate. You follow that. Metal Science. So let's go. We give thanks and praises to Amun Ray, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Al Elyon El Shaddai, Yahweh Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, Al Qadir, Usa, Uset, Heru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Ptah, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Meta Science, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the most high. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. Greetings, my spiritual warriors, my METASCIENCE soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand Hierophant of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun Al. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. Now, the High Priest Amun Al welcomes all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMradio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. You're done, no? Metal Science. And also, you can tune in on the live stream on YouTube. So you can see the High Priest Amun Al live in the physical form, virtually in 4K vision via YouTube Live. All you have to do is go on the YouTube, type in Amun Al in the YouTube search engine, which is spelled Amun as in A for Africa, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, and N for Nubian, space L, which is spelled E for El Elyon and L for love. And you press the search button, then you will see the High Priest Amun Al's YouTube channel. To identify the High Priest Amun Al's YouTube channel, you will see the High Priest Amun Al in his khaki suit pointing at you. You're done now, Metal Science. All you have to do is press the red button, that says subscribe and press the bell icon so you could be notified when the High Priest Amun is going live or dropping new content. And you'll be able to see the High Priest Amun live as well. It will say the High Priest Amun is live via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, the 28th of the 4th, 2021, or the 28th of April, 2021. And yeah, that will be better for you because again, you get exclusive content. You'll see the High Priest Amun off air. You can ask the High Priest Amun any questions off air, etc., etc. Meta science. So now, the High Priest Amun hopes the FM is working because it doesn't look like it's working on the oscilloscope, but the High Priest Amun could be wrong. And no one's texted in and saying that the FM is working. So that's a bit concerning. But anyway, so today or this past week, and the week, we're just in the middle of the week, or the strong, you follow that, has been a bit epic still for the High Priest of Monao. A lot of revelations and a lot of truth that is very sharp, and the truth is there to make us grow and expand and be better thyself. Now someone's calling, which is good. So you're going live. Greetings.
Omega?
Yes.
I'm hearing clearly.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm hearing. That's a different. You're speaking to me, but I can hear you on the radio still.
You can hear me on the radio, on the FM, yeah?
Yeah, that's a different program. I don't know. I can hear you now.
104.1 FM, yeah?
I can hear you clearly now. It's repeating itself.
Well, on the radio. So it's working, Queen.
Yeah, it's working, yeah.
Yeah, you sure? Or, so I don't have to call management? No technical issue?
Yeah.
You know, because like I said, like what I'm seeing on the oscilloscope is looking like it's not working, and I don't want people to be missing.
Yes, it's working.
All right.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Good. Yes, it's on. It's on completely.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your help.
No, it's just a little slow coming over. That's what it is. But I can hear it. It's good, clear and everything.
All right.
Yeah, I'll keep up the good work, okay?
All right.
You're doing excellently well.
All right, Queen.
I've been listening to you ever since you come on.
Yes, Queen.
Yeah.
But people want me off the radio. My parents want me off the radio. But
Anyway, I've got to go.
All right, Queen. Take care.
Yeah?
Yeah, peace.
Okay, then, bye.
Bye. Thank you so much, Queen, for alerting the High Priest someone out for what's going on. And also to the Honorable Scratch Professor as well for giving me the update that the FM is working. So the oscilloscope is lying. All right, cool. So that means now, all right, cool. So High Priest someone else just gonna go straight into the prayer. You follow that because the prayer is what we need in our lives. You follow that every moment. Yeah, we're waiting for the Most High to deliver the grace in our lives miraculously. And again, we have to see beyond the illusion. You follow that, especially when the High Priest someone else is fasting and other people that are practicing Ramadan are fasting. But God, it's not easy. You see, because you're on empty. The high priest someone else keeps saying this, you're on empty. You can imagine. You go to you when you're driving your car and you're on empty, the car doesn't perform as well as if it was on full tank. And that's where we're at when we're fasting. We're on empty and we feel weak. However, what is in control of the body is the spirit or the soul or the oversoul. So now you're getting that direct connection when you're fasting. You follow that with the oversoul and the soul. And sometimes it's a bit hard to concentrate with all these distractions in the world. And at the end of the day, we just gotta be sincere to ourselves and deeply disciplined. And just give thanks for the moment. Literally. You follow that. But anyway, High Priest Amun was gonna do the prayer and then we're gonna go straight into the main event on news. Also, you got a new track coming from Nubian Jack that was co-produced by the High Priest Amun L. And we're gonna play that soon. We're gonna play it definitely on today on the show, the new track from Nubian Jack that was co-produced from the High Priest Someone Else. So stay tuned. And this track is for the nurses, especially the black nurses for the NHS in the UK. This track was made for you. So stay tuned to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk so you can hear the new track from Nubian Jack, co-produced by the High Priest Someone Else. You're done! METASCIENCE. Now, the first prayer we're going to do is Psalms 91, or telling him 91. If you want to participate in the prayer, all you have to do is get your Bible or your Tanakh and turn to Psalms 91 or telling him 91, and then we can read the prayer together. So the High Priest Amun will give you some time to do that, and the High Priest Amun is going to come back after this message from our sponsor on the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk. You're done now, METASCIENCE.
Greetings and great uprising, everyone. I am Empress Kalila. I facilitate African drumming sessions, and this is
Empress Ivy.
Empress Ivy. Have you heard about the African drumming sessions for beginners starting at Monks Park Community Camp in Wembley?
Really? African drumming session? Why, that sounds amazing!
Every Saturday, starting on the 29th of May, 2021.
But where?
Monks Park Community Camp, Wembley, HA9 6JE.
And who is it for?
It's for women and children.
What time?
10 a.m. to 11 a.m. for children, 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. for women. For more information, contact Empress Kalila, email destiny1363@hotmail.com, mobile 07432 488 757, www.africandrum.info.
So, come and enjoy the traditional rhythms of Africa.
Alright, and welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun, you're done now, METASCIENCE. Now, the High Priest Amun hopes that you are ready to listen to the prayer, because we are about to begin right now. METASCIENCE. All right, let's go. He that dwelleth in the secret place of El Elyon, i.e. the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of El Shaddai, i.e. the Almighty. I will say, Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. He is my refuge and my fortress, my Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, which is my refuge, even El Elyon, i.e. the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion, and the dragon shall thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him, I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble, I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy and assure him my salvation. METASCIENCE. The high priest Amun, I hope you felt that prayer in your soul, in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. Again, we do our prayers for the covenant of the Most High and also to prepare ourselves, because there's some evil and wicked forces out there that come even in your own family. You can imagine that. Evil and wicked forces in your own family trying to destroy your spirit and that. But we do our prayers so that we can be able to repair our soul and our spirit, and also have clarification of who we are and what we represent, which is the Most High. You follow that? METASCIENCE. All right, so next prayer we're going to do is Psalm 71, i.e. Tehillim 71. And the high priest Amun L is ready to do the prayer. Are you ready to do the prayer? Because the high priest Amun L surely is ready to do the prayer. So let's go. METASCIENCE. In thee, O Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion. Deliver me in thy righteousness and cause me to escape. Incline thine ear unto me and save me. Be thou my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. Thou hast given commandment to save me, for thou art my rock and my fortress. Deliver me, O my Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man. For thou art my hope. O Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, thou art my trust from my youth. By thee have I been holden up from the womb. Thou art he that took me out my mother's bowels. I am as a wonder on my praise shall be continually. I am as a wonder unto many, but thou art my strong refuge. Let my mouth be filled with thy praise and with thy honor all the day. Cast me not out of in time of old age. Forsake me not when my strength faileth. For my enemies speak against me, and they that lay wait for my soul take counsel together, saying, Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, have forsaken him, persecute and take him, for there is none to deliver him. O Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, be not far from me. O my Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, make haste for my help. Let them be confounded and consumed that are adversaries to my soul. Let them be covered with the reproach and dishonor that seek my hurt. But I will hope continually and will yet praise thee more and more. My mouth shall show forth thy righteousness and thy salvation all the day. For I know not the numbers thereof. I will go in the strength of Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. I will make mention of thy righteousness, even of thine only. Oh, Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, thou hast taught me from my youth, and hitherto have I declared thy wondrous works. Now also when I'm old and grey-headed, oh, Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, forsake me not until I have shown thy strength unto this generation, and thy power to everyone that is to come, thy righteousness also. Oh, Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim is very high, who has done great things. Oh, Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, who is like unto thee, thou which has shown me great and sore trouble, shall quicken me again, and shall bring me up again from the depths of the earth. Thou shalt increase my greatness and comfort me on every side. I will also praise thee with the psaltery, even thy truth. O my Atumre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. Unto thee I will sing with the harp, O thou Holy One of Israel, METASCIENCE. My lips shall greatly rejoice when I sing unto thee, and my soul which thou hast redeemed. My tongue also shall talk of thy righteousness all the day long, for they are confounded, for they are brought unto shame that seek my hurt. METASCIENCE. Now the high priest among our hosts, that you felt that prayer in your soul, in your spirit, in your heart, in your bones, coming from your radio speakers. Again, we don't play on METASCIENCE. High priest among our don't play. We make sure that we deliver the METASCIENCE, the good news of METASCIENCE, and the prayers, so that we can heal thyself and be able to see the evil and wickedness that exists in the cosmos, and also be protected by the evil and wickedness that exists in the cosmos in any shape or form, because we know what time it is. It's time of revelations. Time of revelations. You follow that? So if your third eye is still closed, the high priest of one hour's got the solution or the remedy to open your third eye and see beyond the illusion, see beyond the light. You follow that? Which is darkness. METASCIENCE. That triple darkness. Now, stay tuned to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM.
Media Radio 104.1 FM. News and views around your community.
This is the METASCIENCE.co.uk news at 1.
The Electoral Commission is starting a formal investigation into who paid for the refurbishment of Boris Johnson's Downing Street flat. The Prime Minister has faced questions in recent days over the funding for the renovation project. Officials insist he personally covered the costs and insist he acted within the law. Our political correspondent Sam Coates has been reading the Electoral Commission's statement.
We are now satisfied that there are reasonable grounds to suspect that an offence or offences may have occurred. We will therefore continue this work as a formal investigation to establish whether or not this is the case.
Ryan Giggs has denied assaulting 2 women, the former Manchester United footballers accused of that causing actual bodily harm to his ex-girlfriend at his home in Worsley in November. Hopes of going on foreign holidays have been given a boost. The government's confirmed it's planning for an NHS app to be used as a so-called COVID passport for travel abroad. More than half of adults in the UK are now likely to have COVID-19 antibodies. Office for National Statistics estimates range from nearly 50% of those over 18 in Scotland to 68% in England. The Transport Secretary insists self-driving cars won't be allowed in the UK unless they're safer than what's already on our roads. The government's looking at bringing in vehicles with lane-keeping technology on motorways with slow traffic this year. That would allow motorists to hand over control, but they must be available to take over. Mike Hawes is the Chief Executive of the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders.
Initially, it's a bit disconcerting because, you're letting go of everything. But, when you realise that it is in total control and is probably safer than you're going to be because it's totally focused on the driving around and the vehicles around you, it's probably much more comforting.
Steve McQueen's small acts, The Crown and I May Destroy You, are the programmes with the most nominations for this year's TV BAFTAs. The awards will be handed out on the 6th of June. That's the latest on this. Steve.
Amiga, you're the Thinking People station.
Omega does not support or condone any conspiracy theories regarding any aspect of COVID. The Mega Management Team discourages all such views on the station. Any comments made by the presenters, DJs, guests, audio presentations, or callers represents the personal views of the speakers and in no way mirror or reflect or are endorsed by the Omega Management Team.
Happy. Hashtag happy. Happy. We care family, them happy. You understand? For your family insurance, your life insurance, your business insurance, you understand? Make sure you get in touch with Tash. This is We Care Family, the big business, you understand? Yo, hashtag happy. All on the IG, all on the Snappy. It's a lot of money down, hashtag happy. We Care Family, your hashtag happy. Get your life insurance, make you happy. Your family insurance, make you happy. Your business insurance, make you well happy. Link Flash and make your hashtag happy like yo. Simply contact on 0737 815 2808. Yeah, that's We Care Family, the big insurance company. Make sure you get there, cover yourself, cover your family, cover your business. And insurance is vital. You understand? I make your hashtag happy. What happy like yo?
If you create music, you need to start using the best online distributor. And with Little Music, you can try the best.
Bring it, it's going bring it, just want it, bring it, just want it, bring it, just want it, bring it, it's going bring it, just want it, bring it, it's going bring it, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, get high, get high, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get high, this is a big high five. It's going bring it, it's going bring it, just want it, bring it, just want it, bring it, it's going bring it, it's going bring it, just want it, bring it, it's going bring it.
All is dangerous. Too many can bang with us. Straight up, we no hate us. Label us notorious. Tell that things that love of us. It's funny to us. Y'all need to be scrambling, gambling. I'm restaurants with mandolins and violins. We just sitting here trying to win, trying not to sin. High off weed and lots of gin. So much smoking oxygen. Suddenly counting Benjamins. Nigga, you should too. If you knew what this game would do to you. Been in this shit since 92. Look at all the bullshit I've been through. So don't be what you know who. Fuck if you females follow too. Then I'm blue like niggas look like my shit. Not be fucked with. Motherfucker better duck quick. Cause me and my dogs love fuck shit. Fuck the luck shit, shit the game. No aspirations, shit the game. Get your game, fuck your shit. Grab your gat, call your clip. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Tap that wheel, got to like one. All them niggas, I got to like one. All them hoes, I got to like one. My situation is like one. What you gonna do? Fight or run. Seems to me that you take me. Hold the big niggas out slowly. I'ma tell you like they told me. Can't hold everything around me. Shit, literally, niggas can't see me. Fuck it, how to go cook, go cut it. Know the best one, put some love in it. We're the best, fuck it. Doesn't it seem on you? They come through with mounts and crews. Just brothers down, look what they'll do. Who's killer? Me or you?
We forgive you, and you know not what you do. 7 a.m. up in the morning, nigga got beating, raining, nigga didn't know dumb, so pop a couple of dogs that are ripped up. Nigga, let's get clean, nigga, clean, give me my couple and I can be sentimentally shine with my instrumentality. And hit it, especially for the team, and 45 and team will be in between the scenes, destroy your dreams, you winning the die, you'll see. How many people go to see me mean, more,
Now, continue enough to win and no pretend. In my pen, in my hand, none of my trust that run. Hey, what an let's here. We all suited, beg my pardon, Martin. Maybe we ain't watching, we shooting and every shooting. Every day in the game, we stuck in my finger and get him a ball in the pen and get it. Never look at that girl, me find that girl, just do what I wrote this book and give it that mouse like short. I'm to my bed, cause I gotta get my mans and she has to put it in 2 days. So I'm getting all off, nigga, I'm lost, nigga, I'm lost, nigga, I'm down. But the more I look at this, I'm in the club, and the more I'm in the club, and the just kind of work with the move that's fucked up. And let me get up with the crime, got to go bridges of time. But in the state, they get up with the crime, smoking the roof with it, ease my mind. With some wine, stepping up with the rocks, but with it, staring at time, and see, get up on down, if they come back, talking like in the Lord, it's working with me. Need is a leader, but nigga, but niggas ain't get shit. But it's all about who's really get this dope now, who's really get back. Nigga like me, you know, I'm pretty lazy, but I ain't had no dope. And it makes some money, so I'm making my dough and right on the road. It's not like you beg it, 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 it's not like you beg it. Let's ride, let's ride it out, it out. We like hanging with it, almost hit you. Then get you and hit you with magic. Jumping out left, but I know my gadgets. We're automatic, we straight down the low, the glass, but I'm thinking now. There's another E4 telling me to do what I gotta do, so I up my wife and nigga down tonight. Hit him always running for the boys that feel biggie moves on my ass down the ride and say, let's talk about what's happening. Grab it to the real niggas, stop packing. The motherfucker try to get me in the jack, and then they hit him right between the eyes. Spot was wild, was just niggas slides that he comes to the nigga, fuck around with the wrong shit, jogging, murdered all day, all day. And I'm on the run, I'ma call my boys to bring out the guns. Y'all niggas wanna have the fun, but number one. Run, 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 run. But run, 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 run. But run, run. It's not me, beg it. 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 Let's ride, let's ride it out, it out. Let's ride, let's ride it out, it out, it out. It's not me, beg it. 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 Let's ride, let's ride it out, it out, it out. Let's ride, let's ride it out, it out, it out.
Your team can get more done by doing less, like less busy work, less level setting, less moving in and circling back. Enjoy.
Peace. We must stop exterminating one another. We must stop all of this madness because at the end of the day, we have only ourselves to blame. We must have a do or die attitude as we were as street warriors to rebuild our culture and to create a new lasting legacy of peace.
The music you want, the information you need. Make sure you listen. Come. Hi, it's Amun to track. So again, they're also on this track. Make sure you listen. Come on, let's go in. Never underestimate the enemy, trapping slow, still live in heaven. Shades and angels, legends, catch me slipping and put me in the penitentiary. Walking on the streets of science. Chemistry. You run the council block, started from the mud, now. My phone is the reason. My monetary gains can never stop. Day and night, you see me roll running. I tell her I'm ducking, I'm out. The greatest trapper in Babylon. You're hearing the rap phenomenon. Ring. I see you later, I'm gone. This is Trap, I'm on. The greatest trapper in Babylon. You're hearing the rap phenomenon. Ring. I see you later, I'm gone. This is Trap, I'm on. The greatest
Trapping in Babylon, you're hearing the rap phenomenon. Ring, ring, ring. I see you later. I'm gone.
Greetings, King. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
You heard about that. Especially Nigeria, the Yoruba boy.
Where did he die?
He died, he jumped into the Thames.
Which part of the Thames? Thames is big, you know.
London Bridge.
London Bridge, yeah. What? Okay, where did you get the news from?
Well, it's on social media.
Oh, okay.
It's on mainstream news.
Okay.
You see, the funny thing about that exercise is that he was walking over the bridge. I don't know if it was pitch dark, somebody must have fell in there. And he went in there, another person died in there, woman died in there screaming, he can't hear nobody. And the man came along, according to what I hear, telling me if he could swim, and he said yes. So he was with his friend walking, and he actually died into the sea late in the night. You do not do that. I know he's kind, he's trying to save the life. And guess what? The woman who fell into the water was rescued, and another man was rescued. They couldn't find him.
What? They could not find his body.
They found his body after 48 hours.
Oh, okay. No, that's a bit mad.
Does it make sense to you?
No, it doesn't make sense. Why did he jump in the river? Was he trying to save someone or what?
Yes. Okay. And in pitch darkness. He never did it. And I don't know whether it was a white man who to this. They asked him if he could swim. It must have been another passerby. But everything I think is because they continue to sort of look somebody else might call it, to elaborate about it. He had his mobile phone to his friend, another African, and jumped into the water. Later night, when it's dangerous, when the tide is high, something is common sense, Mr. Science. You do not water, in deep water, you do not jump in the night when it's pitch black. Because the water level is risen.
Yeah, but hold
on.
on.
The current will drag you away, regardless of you could swim or not.
I hear you, King. I hear you. But remember, ever since we're in semi-lockdown now, people are drinking more like outside, and maybe are not in their right mind.
But this is a 20-year-old boy, Mr. Science. 20-year-old.
No, as in to save people, to save these people. That's what I'm saying. You said that he wanted to save someone, right? So how did someone get into the river? You know what I mean? You don't just fall in the river. Like you have to actually jump in the river, especially like in central London on Embankment. We're talking about it's all barricaded. You can't just fall accidentally. You have to be like, you know what? I'm gonna stand on the river bank and I'm gonna dive into the river. That's how you get into the river. And London Bridge, Tower Bridge, Waterloo Bridge, South Bank, Victoria Embankment, etc., etc.
You see, necessarily black people have to be very careful. We have to be careful because we're losing our young. You see, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the one that died in Epping Forest, Richard Ogoro here,
Yeah, it's true.
Because there are people around within the Muslim other public who are around, just to get rid of black people. We're losing our young. You're losing the generation if you're not careful, especially in this country. You have to be careful. OJ was saying he doesn't think black people, black boys are gullible. When we were discussing about the recent Richard Ogoro who went missing everything. But I'm afraid everybody, they are gullible. They are. Because they must have some level of common sense. I know it's being kind, according to the media, that according to what his father
say that his son is a kind man, but sometimes you have to overlook danger. You know, make it overlook your kindness.
Exactly, King.
You know, the whole thing doesn't make sense.
No, it
It doesn't make
doesn't.
sense.
Why are they doing that?
Because I mean, obviously, if a brother passerby I suspect he would have been a white person. As you say, the bridge on the top. Anyway, because there's lifeguard. There must be lifeguard there. You know, the thing, that's the airport where they see someone in emergency need. The people over the bridge could train there to rescue them so they could stay afloat.
Exactly.
And there's cars passing by. So the idea, the cars, all right, maybe the lights are facing the road itself when the water is under the bridge. Well, it doesn't really reflect on the water, but it should be a reflection. And according to what his friends say, he only was screaming out his friend's name, echoing along the water. And I mean, I don't know what the length span of London Bridge is, from Southern End right down to the square mile. I would say it's about a mile, the span. So the water is about the same length.
What, the water is in a mile?
No, I'm saying the bridge. All the bridges, the most span. I'm not sure about the length of those bridges that you mentioned. Obviously, there's longer actually going along the tape.
Well, they increased the length.
No, I'm just saying the span from the water, as you said, London Bridge, right? From bank and to the other side, the southern end, the distance can be more than a mile.
Oh, no, I hear that.
It's strange. Anyway, you give somebody else in a chance, maybe we know about what has happened, but it died. Within the last 48 hours. In fact, it happened on Sunday, the body was recovered on Sunday, and it's still on the mainstream news, it's been everywhere. I give somebody else a chance to see you about the case, who have more insight, than I do. But I just find it strange.
No worries, King. No worries. I mean, thank you for the update. Because I never knew that. Like, there was one I knew about. That one black boy jumped in the river and he wanted to save someone.
Yeah, but you see, another thing to compound it, he was coming from work. Why would anybody be coming from work when you could go home to relax? Why would you want to hand your phone to your other friend? And you want to jump into the water to save somebody you don't know then? And somebody on the bridge was asking if you could swim. And you don't even know the person, and you took it well. This is all about gullibility.
I mean, look, King, I've been thinking about that, with the first case, and I was like, you see them kind of stuff when you're just going into doing what the guy did, that's all impulse and humility. Like, the boy or the young man must have saw the person was vulnerable, and it was like instinct for him to just, he didn't think, he just did it. You follow that? He didn't process what was going on, he just did it because of that humility in his heart, or that unconditional love, or being, brother's keeper or sister's keeper, just for seeing someone in trouble. They just went into the river because they wanted to save them, and as a result, they saved a life, but then their life got taken as well, or it was replaced.
According to the police who send the rescue team, they send the helicopter, they send the coast guard, they send everything. I mean, they say, this family are saying that they didn't do enough. Because police helicopters, when they circle around, regardless of what time of the day, they could see everything below them. Because they got infrared, heat sensors, light, that could shine into the water and see everything that moves there, regardless of the time of the day it is. So I don't buy into that notion. And it's funny, everything begins with W, water. In police college here, okay? In the police college in Holiday here, 2 Africans died in the year 2000, they died. They went into the police swimming pool, again water. Richard Ogorye, who died 2-3 weeks ago, he was thrown into the water in Epic Farm. So it's strange, everything begins with W. So there's a force that once again, we don't want people, which we have to be wary. know, my friends, it's high time we know that. It's high time we
Absolutely.
empower our young people. If you think white people with experience, they know your fools. I'm not suggesting all of them are racist, but majority of them, they are not no friends of ours make a look at the fire.
They're not our friends, yeah? Well, we're gonna go talk about that later on.
Okay, then, I'll leave it just that.
All right, thank you for your update, King. Peace. One. Yes. Now that was Ade from Hendon. Thank you for your update with the news about another black boy going into the water and trying to save someone. It's a bit fishy, but you know, it's what it is. And yeah, right now, I put someone else back on omegafmradio.co.uk. I pray someone else hopes all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses are doing fine. Now, we're going to continue with our prayers. We've got 4 more prayers to do. We've got the Lord's Prayer. Then we've got the Muslim prayers. And then we've got the METASCIENCE prayer at the end. So let's get into the Lord's Prayer. How we're going to do it. First of all, we are going to start off by saying the Lord's Prayer in Greek, in the original tone. Then we're going to translate it into the English, which is in the Bible, Matthew 6, verse 9 to 13. Okay? So let's do that now. METASCIENCE.
Pater Amun, ha entois uranois, hagias theto ta onomasu, el theto he basileasu, gene theto ta telemasu, hos en urano, kai epitestis. Tonarton hemon, ton epiusion, dos hemin semen, kai aphes hemin ta othelemata hemin. Os kai hemes afiamen tois opheletes umon. Kai me eseninges hemas is perasmon. Ala rusai hemas akor tu konedu. Amen.
All right. And welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via omegafmradio.co.uk. This is the High Priest, Grand High from the METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun. You're done now. METASCIENCE. Now we just heard the Lord's Prayer in the original tone, which is the Greek, and now we're going to translate it into the English, and it goes like this. After this manner, therefore pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amun. Amen. Asheo. Now the high priest, someone else, hopes you felt that prayer in your soul, in your bones, in your spirit, in your soul, coming from your radio speakers. Remember to apply this prayer in your life. Each line in the prayer you can say has its purpose in terms of being applied, i.e. the first one is thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven, which is the law of as above, so below. You follow that? I.e., heaven is above, earth is below. So do on earth as it is in heaven. You follow that so that you can be living in heaven on earth like our ancestors, etc., etc. METASCIENCE. Now, the next prayers we're going to do is for our Muslim brothers and sisters. The first one we're going to do is Al-Fatiha, which is the first surah in the Quran. And we're going to start off in the Arabia. And then we're going to translate the recitation of Al-Fatiha into the English. So it goes like this. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi wa bin alamin. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladhina anta alaihim ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amen. All right. That was the Arabia of the prayer. And now we're going to translate it into the English. And it goes like this. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. All praise is for Allah, Lord of all worlds, the most compassionate, most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship and you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not those you are displeased with or those who are astray. METASCIENCE, Amen. Now the high priest someone else hopes you that prayer, you felt it in your soul, your spirit, your heart, your bones coming from your radio speakers. And now the next prayer we're going to do is Al-Ikhlas, or the sincerity, Surah 112. And in the same fashion, we're going to start off in the Arabia, and then we're going to translate it into the English for those who don't understand and understand the Arabia. And it goes like this. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. Kul huwa Allahu ahad. Allah as-samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakun kufuwan ahad. All right. So let's translate the prayer. It says, in the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Say, O Prophet, He is Allah, one and indivisible. Allah for sustaining neither by all. He has never had offspring, nor he was born, and there is none comparable to him. Now the high priest someone else hopes you felt that prayer in your soul, in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, coming from your radio speakers. And that's Muslim prayers done. Now, before we get into the meta-science prayer, High Priest someone else wants to give you Matthew 5 verse 3 to 10. What the High Priest someone else granny said that we have to convey on the radio, because it's very important that we apply this in our lives. And we can see the difference, what's going to happen in our lives if we keep applying it in our lives. You follow that, because at the end of the day, there's truth in the scriptures, because it comes from us. You follow that. It's all from melanated rich people, black people. There's not no white man that wrote this stuff. It's us that wrote it, melanated rich. Remember, we are the Hebrews. We are i.e. the Jews. We are the Christians, and we are the Muslims or the Moors. You follow that, but they'll make it seem that Christianity, Jesus was white. Moses, or in the Judaism, they make Moses look like he was white, and then the Prophet Muhammad, they'll make it seem that the Prophet Muhammad was a pale Arab when he was a melanated rich Arab, i.e. a Moor. You follow that. So let's go. So Matthew 5 verse 3 to 10. Make sure you apply this in your life. It says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake." METASCIENCE. Now, we're almost ready for the METASCIENCE prayer, the ending prayer, and then we're going to go into the main event. You're done now. METASCIENCE. All right, so we're going to now do the METASCIENCE prayer. And it goes like this. We give thanks and praises to Amun, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Usa, Uset, Heru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Petar, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, METASCIENCE, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the Most High. Bismillahi al-Rahmani al-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for giving us the strength, endurance, discipline, and energy to be able to continue our fast for Ramadan. Also, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us away from the evil and wickedness that exists in the planet and in the cosmos. Also, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for delivering grace so that we can be able to see the power of the Most High and see the miracles that are created from the Most High. Also, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for the mercy that is shown upon us. Also, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for illuminating us when we're in the darkness. And lastly, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us and being our shield as we walk the path of righteousness so that we can enter the kingdom of heaven, which is Zion. Amun, Amen, Ashe, or METASCIENCE. Now the high priest Amun holds you felt that prayer in your soul, in your spirit, in your bones, in your heart, coming from your radio speakers. And now we are ready for the main event. You're done, no? But first of all, we are going to remember that yesterday was the anniversary of the High Priest Amun L's track called Trap On that the High Priest Amun L was playing after the news. Now we're going to reload that track again because the High Priest Amun L has to do certain things. So stay tuned to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also you can check the High Priest Amun L live in the physical form virtually on 4K vision on YouTube Live. All you have to do is type in Amun L in the YouTube search engine, which is spelled Amun as in A for Africa, for magnificent, U for upliftment, N for Nubian, space, L, which is spelled E for El Elyon and L for love. Click the search button. Then you'll see in the search results the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel. And to identify the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel, you will see the High Priest Amun L in a khaki suit pointing at you. All you have to do is click the red button which says subscribe and the bell icon so that you can be notified when the High Priest Amun L is dropping new content, which is weekly and also going live on YouTube, which again is weekly and consistent, and also You can see the High Priest Amun live and direct, on air and off air right now. You're done, no? Metal Science. So right now, we're gonna reload that tune again and stay tuned to the Meta Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also YouTube Live. You're done, no? Metal Science. And then we're gonna get into the main event. Let's go.
Aye, it's Amun track. So in there also this track. Make sure you listen. Come on, let's go. Let's go in. Never underestimate the enemy. Trapping souls still live in heaven. Shades and angels and enders catch me slipping and put me in the penitentiary. Working on the food and science. Chemistry. I run the city. I run the council. I start from the mud. Now you're slimming cheaper. Street pharmacist. Walk the show them off. My phone is freezing. My monetary case can never start. Day and night, you see me progress. Apply my polish one. It's booty opposite. It's quick, but good. I become cheese green. It's a victim. I'm a plumber. Whenever she flushes, go to hell. Off to the house. She shows the bluffing. My phone line rings. I tell her, this is the trap I'm on. The greatest trapper in Babylon. You're hearing the rap phenomenon.
Ring, 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 ring. I see you later. I'm gone. This is Trap I'm On, the greatest trapper in Babylon. You're hearing a rap phenomenon.
Ring, 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 ring. I see you later. I'm gone.
This is Trap I'm On, the greatest trapper in Babylon. You're hearing a rap phenomenon. Ring, 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 ring. I see you later. I'm gone.
The truth comes out whenever I spit. I'm waiting for the way I'm trapping, I forgot I was suffering. Now I'm in doors, the trap full of things, the slave to the trap, the slip of my chain, look at my dang. I'm gonna listen to the fake people's screams. I'm on my side in case the enemy wants to say, this is Trap I'm On, the greatest trapper in Babylon. You're hearing the rap phenomenon. Ring, ring, ring. I see you later, I'm gone. This is Trap I'm On, the greatest trapper in Babylon. You're hearing the rap phenomenon. Ring, ring, ring. I see you later, I'm gone. This is Trap I'm On, the greatest trapper in Babylon. You're hearing the rap phenomenon. Ring, ring, ring. I see you later, I'm gone. This is Trap I'm On, the greatest trapper in Babylon. You're hearing the rap phenomenon.
And welcome back to the Meta Science Ministry Reasoning and Fellowship show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of Meta Science Ministries. Amun. You're done, no? Meta Science. Now, that was Trap On from the High Priest Amun. That tune was the first year anniversary. Yesterday on the 27th of April 2021. It was released on the 27th of April 2020 and it's available on all streaming platforms and as a digital download and also as a hard copy on the Conscious tape as a bonus track, which is £10 for the hard copy CD. And if you want to purchase the hard copy CD of the Conscious tape and support the High Priest Amun so you can continue being on the radio and delivering the Meta Science. Support the High Priest Amun and cop that £10 tape, man. Get me, that's nothing. You follow that because High Priest Amun has been through a lot of stress lately with his parents. And today on the Meta Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship show, we're going to be talking about what is Meta Science. Part 4, you're done, no? Meta Science. Now, you can imagine on Monday, we were reasoning about if the High Priest Amun should quit Meta Science and sell his soul to become a slave on the plantation and in the farm. And the High Priest Amun is grateful for all the support from the Omega FM radio.co.uk, kings and queens and gods and goddesses, and also for King Keith for his offer for the High Priest of Mun'al to work. However, the High Priest of Mun'al will let that one pass because the High Priest of Mun'al thought about it, and where you live is a bit far, I'm not gonna lie. And High Priest of Mun'al based in West London. You follow that, and it's a bit difficult for me to be traveling back and forth from Kingsbury or Northwest London to West London Kings. So yeah, it's a bit long, but thank you for your offering. Now, you can imagine when the High Priest of Mun'al left the radio station, my mom is telling me that METASCIENCE is full of S-word. Can you imagine that? METASCIENCE is full of S-word, yeah? And that High Priest of Mun'al is brainwashed. Can you imagine that? Yeah, and the reason why High Priest of Mun'al is chatting like that, because it's the truth, innit? This is what mommy is telling High Priest of Mun'al, that you're full of S-word, yeah, you're full of doo-doo, and you're brainwashed. Now, okay, I accept what she's saying, okay, because at the end of the day, she don't know what she's talking about. You know, it says it in the Bible already that you should forgive them, yeah, because they don't know what they don't know what they do. Hold on. Which is Luke 23:34. And it says, okay. Then said Yahshua, Yamashiach, or Jesus Christ, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they parted his raiment and cast lots. You see, if the Messiah or Yahshua Yamashiach or the Christos or Jesus Christ forgave the people that put him on the cross, we should be able to forgive our enemies. We should be able to see beyond the illusion. You follow that? METASCIENCE is not for everybody. METASCIENCE is a genetic doctrine, and it's for those whose soul is activated and spirit that is activated. You can imagine, for you to really benefit and see the METASCIENCE in action. So it was very hurtful for the High Priest of Mun'al's mother to be saying you're full of S-word and you're brainwashed, and that I'm a disappointment to her. You can imagine that. Yeah, coming from your mom, you know, that you're a disappointment. That I'm an electrical and electronic engineer and I'm not doing no job. Yeah, I'm not being a slave on the farm or on the plantation, and I'm a disappointment for that, for going against the grain, for seeing beyond the illusion, for being woke is a disappointment. And at the end of the day, once your soul has been activated or your spirit has been activated, there's no going back, my kings and queens and gods and goddesses. When your soul is activated and your spirit is activated and your chakras are aligned and turned on, how can you go back? How can you go back to living a normal life? You follow that. High Priest of Mun'al has been through so much trials and tribulation, so much life experiences at his young age. He's not even 27 yet, you can imagine. And the lot of experience that the High Priest of Mun'al has been through is going to change one's life. It's going to make you want to see beyond the everyday 9 to 5. You follow that. The High Priest of Mun'al is not no robot. The High Priest of Mun'al is not no zombie. And this is what people want us to be, especially in this day and time we're living in, People want us to be taking some sort of injection, yeah, because the government told us to do that. You follow that. High Priest Amun ain't saying nothing. And we're going to get into that soon in what we're talking about. Because on that day, on the Monday, when the High Priest Amun left, the High Priest Amun linked up with Fires, i.e. the High Priest Amun Sudanese Kushite brother. You follow that? And he was telling the High Priest Amun more stuff about Pharaoh, about Kemet and Sudan. But we're going to talk about that later on. The High Priest Amun wants to just finish off what is Metascience, part 4. Metascience, you have to understand, my kings and queens and gods and goddesses, is about self-actualization or self-realization. You follow that? It's not about thinking it, it's becoming and being it. Yeah? When we're saying becoming and being it, we're talking about self-realization and self-actualization. It's about knowing thyself and being God in the physical form. You follow that? Psalms 82 verse 6, John 10:34. Yeah, we've played the tune. Are you human or you God? Ask yourself that question. Are you human or you God? Ask yourself that question. Are you human or you God? Ask yourself that question. John 10:34. Here is a gesture. You follow that? So it's about you having that self-realization and self-actualization and no more thinking. Yeah, just becoming and doing and being a divine being in the physical form or on this 3D plane, so that you can enter the 5D and beyond. Metascience. Because right now, a lot of us have locked our divine essence. You follow that? A lot of us have locked our divine essence. It's dormant within us, meaning it exists. However, most of us don't know what to do. Most of us don't know how to activate our energy or our higher vibrations. Now, High Priest Amun is looking for the notes that he wrote. Even though the High Priest Amun don't need the notes, but you know, it's better to have a reference point. But we're gonna check out some scriptures, which Revelations 26 or Revelations 22 verse 16. Let's see what this says. And it says, I, Yahshua Yamashiach, i.e. Jesus, have sent mine angels to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David and the bright and morning star. Okay, cool. That was nice to know. Let's check another one. Romans 8 verse 9. And it says, Romans 8 verse 9. Where is it? But ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the Spirit of God dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Christ, he is none of it. He is none of his. So again, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the Spirit of God dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Christ, he is none of this, of his. So what is that trying to say? It's telling you plain and clear that you got the Spirit of God within you. This is Romans 8 verse 9. This is the metascience that the High Priest Amun was talking about. Now, what we're saying is that we have to be on the level. We have to start from the basics. Okay? We fell from grace. We fell from grace. You can't be Pharaoh, yeah, and your soul and spirit is not activated. You can't do that. You have to build yourself up. It's like you're going to the gym. You pick up a weight. You can't pick up the heaviest weight and think you're gonna be able to train with that, because you're just gonna injure yourself. You follow that. You have to start off with the lightweight and build your muscles up so that it can be conditioned now to lift up a heavier weight. It's the same with the METASCIENCE. We start off with the school of religion, i.e. the Abrahamic religions, Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. Once we pass the test of the school of religion, that's when we can get into spirituality and into our own African spirituality. Because if we start on African spiritualities, many of you are not going to get it and not going to understand the real African spirituality. And that's the realness. Because some of us forget what African spirituality is all about, or don't even know what African spirituality is all about. You follow that. So anyway, Scratch Professor, you're live. You're done now. Hello.
Sorry, hi, Breeze. I had to intervene there because I literally started training in the gym with the bar. This is years ago, yeah. I started in the Olympic bar, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, then 25, and I got to 30 for the weight, yeah. And then God made me just change my program up. That's why I'm able to do handstand press ups for 4 years and 4 months now. Four movements, you know what I'm saying?
No, I hear that, King.
Yeah, so I just letting you know, you know what you're talking about. I literally done that. And yeah, you know what, it's easy to say, yeah, but this is just from the outside looking in. Don't worry about what you obviously value what your mum says, innit? So it's actually like getting a punch in your stomach from like hearing that from your mum, innit? Don't take it personally, man. You know you're there for a reason. You know what you're saying. But it would be nice for the support from your mum and your dad. You know them, man. So yeah, man. That's all I got to add to what you're saying, though, because I know news and views should reach up, innit?
Yes, sir.
All right, listen, blessed.
Yeah, you
have
too.
a blessed show.
METASCIENCE. Now that was the Honorable Scratch Professor. Give thanks and praises for your support and offering to the High Priest Amun on the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show. You're done now. Now, again, we got another Bible quote or verse. And this one is from Corinthians 3, verse 16. And it says, "Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?" One more time. "Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?" METASCIENCE. You see, High Priest someone else not playing today. We got all this quotation from Bible or from the Tanakh, and we apply it to our life. Because remember, these are just, we are the book, you know. You have to understand and understand that you are the book. Yeah, what does that mean, you are the book? It means that every moment that you're experiencing is your book. It's you reading the book and turning the page, your chapter, or reading your story or experiencing your story in terms of planet Earth. You follow that. Now, it's not easy, like the High Priest someone else keeps saying, it's not easy, especially if you're on the path of righteousness, because many will turn against you. Look what they did to Yeshua Yamashiach, for example. Yeah, look what they did to Yeshua Yamashiach. Okay, cool. Yes, there we go. Yeah, his disciples turned against him. Okay? It wasn't easy for him. Look at Martin Luther King. Who else? Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Huey P. Newton. Yeah, Negroes turn against each other. Yeah, remember Yeshua Yamashiach was a black man. So the Negroes that was surrounding him again turned against him because they were black, and that's where it is. Yeah, but as long as you got the spirit of the Most High within you, and it's again, High Priest Amun has quoted it many times in the Bible that they're telling you who you really are, and it's in clear sight. Then just apply it in your life. Touch base with the spirit of God inside of you. Find that inner light, that inner strength to uplift yourself. Okay? So, okay, we've got a couple of minutes left. We've got about 1 minute and 30 seconds left. So, we're going to wrap it up, the METASCIENCE. But we're going to play a new track from Nubian Jack that the High Priest Amun co-produced after the news is done. But we're going to finish off the METASCIENCE. What is METASCIENCE? Because all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses should now know what METASCIENCE is. And if you have any questions of what METASCIENCE is, feel free to call 0753 996 8143. Again, 0753 996 8143. And also, the High Priest Amun wants you to offering from all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses, whether it be a financial offering or simply just to spread the word of METASCIENCE, i.e., tell your friends and your family to tune in on Mondays and Wednesdays, Mondays from 2 p.m. and Wednesdays from 12 p.m. to 104.1 FM, i.e. omegafmradio.co.uk, so that they can receive the blessings and be more with the power of METASCIENCE. You're done, no? Because at the end of the day, you want High Priest Amun out to be on the radio, yeah, and he's battling with his parents, telling him that he needs to come off the radio and stop delivering the power of METASCIENCE to all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses. The High Priest Amun needs support fast, or else the High Priest Amun will have to be a slave on the plantation. You're done, no? METASCIENCE.
Media Radio, 104.1 FM. News and views around your community.
This is the AmigoRadio.co.uk news at 2.
The Prime Minister insists he personally paid for the refurbishment of his Down Street flat. A watchdog's now started a formal investigation, saying it found reasonable grounds to suspect an offence may have occurred. The Conservative Party believes all donations that need to be reported have been transparently. But Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer's gone on the offensive in the House of.
We get from this Prime Minister of this Conservative government dodgy contracts, jobs for their mates, and cash for access. And who's at the heart of it? The Prime Minister, Major Sleaze, sitting there.
Brian Giggs has appeared in court to deny assaulting 2 women, including a former girlfriend. He's also denied coercive control hearing next month. More than half of adults in the UK are now likely to have COVID-19 antibodies. Office for National Statistics estimates range from nearly 58% of those over 18 in Scotland to 68% in England. Meanwhile, the Transport Secretary says the NHS coronavirus app is being worked on to help people get away on holiday this summer. It's hoped it'll become a health certificate, proving you've had your vaccines to allow international travel. A ferocious second wave of coronavirus in India has seen the official number of people who've died with the virus pass 200,000. Experts believe the actual number may be higher. Steve McQueen's Small Axe, The Crown, and I May Destroy You are the programmes with the most nominations going into this year's TV BAFTAs. It shows Normal People, Sex Education, and I Hate Susie also have multiple nods. Author and TV critic Caitlin Moran says the list seems to be a true reflection of what we've enjoyed most on telly.
Usually when we award ceremonies and that, there's loads of people going, oh, my favourite thing wasn't nominated, or why have they done this, or why have they done that? Twitter's just like, yeah, this is all these shows. Hurrah for Normal People, hurrah for The Crown, hurrah for Small Axe.
The awards will be handed out on the 6th of June. That's the latest. I'm Daisy Steele.
Amiga, you're the Thinking People station.
Omega does not support or condone any conspiracy theories regarding any aspect of COVID. Omega management team discourages all such views on the station. Any Any comments made by the presenters, DJs, guests, audio presentations, or callers discover our extensive range of electronic handles for programs. Party Collection Dictionary, Australia's #1 destination for luxury watches. Shop the collection in store or online to enjoy free next day delivery.
I hear that.
Yeah, sorry. I just let you know. You know what you're talking about. You've done that.
Greetings, Queen. What time do you start work? Thanks, babes. The way they're chatting, it's not good. Yeah, it's real. No worries, Queen. There's no energy in my body. Innit? Alright, babes, no problem. Yeah, if I got the strength. Alright, baby. Well, the plan is, my friend said football at 8:15, and we'll finish about 9 o'clock, I think. Well, I'll see what he's saying at the end of the day, like, if he's still, like, yeah, but this is at 8 in the night. Yeah. think I can see you. No, I'm joking. I can't see you. No, I hear that, Queen. Yeah, my friend get me organized it like a football team and that. Well, I'll see what I've got in it if it's still going ahead, because he said he needed to find like a couple of players. I can't, because if I'm playing the football. Well, it's clashing, isn't it? Because it's not at the same time. Yeah, it'll be 8:20 today. Yeah, no worries, Queen. John Love Queen. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you too. Isis Queen, bless her. Bless her. Yes, I am. Peace. No summer, summer, no summer.
Yeah. Don't involve Rasta in your success. Rasta don't work for no CIA. Rock race, rock race, rock race, rock race. I'm saying, when you think it's peace and safety, a sudden destruction, collective sick.
Have a do or die attitude as we were as street warriors to rebuild our culture and to create a new lasting legacy of peace.
This is Hey Peace, Grand Higher for METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun, now you done know about the tear trap in this track. I'm going in. Let's go. I'm a top MC from West London. I don't need no collaborating like for her. I'm on his mommy, yo. And I'm always strapped and ready to shoot without hesitating. Cause I provide like on the rhythm, but my heart keeps on pulsating. I'm the realest now, yo, come with me. I'm a hyper to know how to make people 60. I told my God, God owns my soul. You're never gonna have me for keys. No one does it better than I, and I always mind dope beats and lyrics for your high five. I say, yo, I'm grinding, such a editorial guy. Hold on, let's go. Cause there's no books I need to supply. No one visual looking up great. Y'all wait for us to constantly. I don't care what these moments it goes missing on medicine. I'll stay right here with it. Yeah, remember, Slugs of War available on all streaming platforms. You're done now. Cause nowadays it's easy for a bro to go jail, regardless if there's evidence or clues. In case I get in with the law, I learn how to be free. Tell the black youths, if I'm a slave, I'm a farmer, locked up in jail. My soul can never feel. The only thing that is real is your heart against cloud and ice scales. I had a conversation with slaves and I told them my soul is not for sale. Bricks come heavy. I need a soul, but if my connection with God appears like a button, just Set to regular shit to your G. Stop this rhythm of Swiss. That rhythm was supposed to be on this track. Yeah, this one goes out to you. The only resolution is a revolution. Science soldiers locked up in jail in a mental institution. Ready to fight the new world order. That's the only solution. The high priest AR-15, ready for Satan's execution. The high priest Munda, also known as the mid-section. You are more dangerous than you have an high cholesterol. I'm science soldiers, I'm also enemies. What's up with me? It's the same way the government's trying to kill us in this world. Are you ready for the vaccine? The high priest one now keeps it real fake. Without props for the hidden agenda in the raps. Also, you can buy the Slugs of War soundtrack EP for £10, and you can support the High Priest Amun L and METASCIENCE Ministries and the METASCIENCE Disciples. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. Cause you're the type of girl that will stab the High Priest in his back. The High Priest can heal you, but also give you a deadly heart. The early bird catches the worm. The High Priest catches the early morning baby by you. Don't better be in the hail. Starts to serve breakfast for all you. Dark traitor, trying to install in the lodge for the infiltrator. The High Priest is armed with the sword of righteousness for spiritual warfare and assault rifle, cause you don't fight fair. Stop and search cannot occur. 12 no, but the High Priest is not legit, but intimidated by his stare. To get the day right, the High Priest give thanks and praises to the Elohim through meditation and prayer. And the house designed to politics, telling lies and form of rhetoric. We film to participate in their politics story. And the troglodytes you made a problem they cannot fix. The crap that you made the earth to live in hell, the High Priest must admit it. And it's too late for you to step down from having world power and quit. Because the High Priest already spoke with them, you're already on the hit list. You better believe this. The High Priest Amun was on a mission to destroy the new city of Sodom and Gomorrah. The High Priest Amun was also aware that more souls still overwhelmed by his horror. Some do believe in fate, claiming they are Hebrew Israelite, but can't be the Hebrew written in the Holy Torah. Now the picture that was originally featured on this track of Q. It's lots of war, it's time for your payback. Disaffiliated yourself with the High Priest because he fights the power being pro-black. Oh, you know, it's lots of war, it's time to go. May your soul rest in peace, it's time for your dirt now. Greetings. Yes, Queen.
Yes, I. Please rewind that tune back.
All right. right, no worries, Queen.
Big up to Muslims from the ancestors. No, and from the Most High God. You work, man.
All
You
right.
will be rewarded. Hold the faith. Stay positive.
Yes, Queen. No problem, Queen. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for your support.
Every kind of it always gonna take time.
Exactly, Queen.
Yes, my virgin. Feeling the last still.
Yes, Queen.
I dig it.
Isis, Queen.
Yes.
All right,
One
Queen.
love.
One love, Queen. Bless you.
Please rewind this.
No problem, no problem. I'll rewind it now, Queen. Take care.
Yes, sir. Each time to pray to humbly.
Yes, sir.
Rastafari.
Rastafari. Guidance. I
Jala.
catch you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Irie, Queen. All right. So we got the request from Queen Diana to rewind that track again. So much trouble in the world. So here goes to you, Queen Diana, from the High Priest of Mount El. You're done, no? METASCIENCE.
This man has this morning. Your son is on the right one today. We heard within the cool. Anything can happen. The sea and sailing under eagle tree. Blast off under spaceship. Minds from reality. No care for you, no care for me. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble in the world. Are you ready? Give a little, 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 one more time. Yeah, 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 yeah. So you think you found that solution? So before you check out this time, spend it every eye. Yeah, we've got to face the day. Ooh, we come one day. We the street people talking. Yeah, we must go. Now this is the time to now another time is come. Good Lord, stop this coming on down. Goes around and comes around. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble.
And I can do what you can't do. You never try to do what I do. I'm the toughest. Stop from doing wrongs. Change your foolish plans. Stop from doing wrongs. Live up like a man. I'm the toughest. I'm the toughest. Now my little brothers, you got to be good. Do what's right, yeah. Don't be bad-minded. Take what's yours, and there ain't no fuss to fight. And I say, anything you can do, I can do it better. I'm the toughest. I'm the toughest. I can do what you can't do. You never try to do what I do. I'm the toughest.
Beautiful music by the Honorable Peter Tosh. We got to know that we are the toughest. That's why we're still on this planet today.
Change your foolish plans. Stop doing wrongs. Just live up like a man. I'm the toughest. I'm the toughest. Now my brothers, you got to be good. Just do what you know is right. Don't be bad-minded. Just take what's yours, and there'll be no fuss so far. And I say anything you can do, I can do it better. I'm the toughest. I'm